Meet Smetana, or sour cream, a young polar bear enjoying a private frolic at the Mykolaiv Zoo, emptied of patrons for months now by a conflict that has the animals here caged in more ways than one. The zoo, Ukraine's second oldest, has been hit by missiles 8 times since Russia's invasion began. Director Vladimir Topchi, a force of nature himself, says moving the animals isn't realistic. There are 4,000 animals in the zoo, he says. How can we transport them? Where to? And who will take them? He's kept the zoo afloat by selling virtual tickets abroad. It allows him to keep feeding the animals and to pay the human helpers staying on in a city where more than half the residents have fled. But water is a problem. The drinking supply knocked out by fighting. The zoo, like the city, now dependent on supplies trucked in. It's also caring for abandoned animals, with the exception of cats and dogs. We just don't have space for them, says Topchi. There is a shelter for cats and dogs at the end of a lonely road in one of the most regularly shelled neighborhoods in town. But there's no doubting the care and kindness on offer here. It's a hard place to visit, full of sad eyes and hopeful hearts and frustration. 73 dogs and 18 cats. Irina Buchonska says the numbers have risen with the conflict. Some of the animals were brought by their owners, she says. Some we found on the streets because their owners abandoned them. The shelling, she says, is terrifying for them. When the dogs hear the explosions, they can hurt themselves by trying to break out of the cages. Few people are looking to adopt pets these days, she says. Those who are usually want ones they can carry in case they have to flee. But there's been outside help here too. Some of the cats and kittens soon headed for homes in Australia. Those left behind must wait in the most difficult of circumstances. But they're not alone. Margaret Evans, CBC News, Mykolaiv.